Okay, very early in the morning here. I don't know if you can see the streaks of cloud across the hills. Now, we're going to follow the not quite yellow brick road, but there's bricks involved as we pass over the doors of perception. The hot tub area. Leave your clothes here. And up the little beautiful path to the Temple of Presence. Now here is where you leave your shoes, symbolizing your normal life, the earthly conditional life. You leave your shoes there, and also your mind, your ego. Well, sounds really difficult, but it's not. It's of course your mind telling you it's difficult. So here we are, the Temple of Presence or Presence, part 2. Last time we dealt with that idea that you're worshipping some other guy, person. In this practice there is no other. But this isn't just an intellectual knowing. This is revealed. Becomes your revelation, and it's an ecstatic one. Completely alters everything. That can take a little bit of time. In most practices, you meditate for 20 years in order to get it. In this way of Adidam, it's you're given everything from the beginning, really. I mean, you have to make some sort of genuine effort to be interested, to give your attention to this and really discern for yourself if it's true or not. This way asks you to be conscious. It is all about consciousness. So there's no questions that are off the table or anything. Now let's start officially, because we'll get a little more official as we get into this. Just the sound of the gong, the singing bowl, just to formalize things a little. So, what shall we talk about today? This is a process, a relationship. Not with any other. As I've said, it's with the self. But we're born into stories about who we are, and we just accept them because all the facts seem to point to that. I mean, if you were born in China, you would completely accept the fact that you are Chinese and you take on the ways of the family you were born into, however much they follow the traditions or not. Same with any other country. You speak the language, take on the habits and patterns, but that's not who you are. This is what the mind tells you you are. The mind adapts to change, and everything about the conditional realm is about change. Here what we find is that which watches the changes, the witness. You, whoever are listening to this, have gone through many, many changes. You don't have a single cell left in your body that was here 7 years ago. But you are here, and you have watched all of the changes. But your attention has been on the one that is changing. You have witnessed all the events of your life and all the changes that they've caused. But those changes don't affect you, because you are already whole and complete. Most of the traditions involve working really hard to develop yourself, to grow yourself, to get there. Whereas in fact you are already whole and complete. It is developing a relationship with that whole and complete self that we are about here. Because we keep forgetting it. Every little change, every new drama brings all our attention to that and away from reality. Reality is one. There is no other. You are already complete, whole, absolute, and infinite, reaching through and into everything that appears to exist. It takes practice to remember this when you've had lifetimes of associating with this and that. When you were Chinese, when you were French, when you were African, when you were a dog, a cat, a tree, a leaf, whatever you associated with, your freewheeling consciousness will latch on and become whatever conditional thing it associates itself with. And it does take a practice to stabilize in the native position, the infinite, whole, complete, equanimous self. It's not a practice to develop, to get better, to make yourself a godlike being. It's to remember who the self actually is. It's most beautiful, it's most mysterious, it's profound. Incredible. I'm going to do some meditation now, and your reactions inspired me enough to make this second one, so I hope there's something useful in this for you, and we'll take these little steps into the deep together. Nice and slow. We've got time these days. We've got time anyway. You are that timeless self. It's just the movie of your life seems overwhelming, demands your attention. But it's just a movie. Who is it that is aware of this movie and all the movies? See you next time.